All right, so first we'll have Carla, and then we'll have...
Testing.
Whoa!
1, 2, 3.
What the heck is that?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Galpin, why are you louder than normal?
Oh, hi, Toiley. For season 2, I got a new microphone.
Oh, I see. Well, is there any way to turn it down?
Well, maybe you're just standing too close. Why don't you step back a little bit from the speaker?
Okay, all right, I'll try. Okay, try it again.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Nope, that's not good. All right, try it again.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, that's not good. All right, try one more time.
What? We gotta go? All right. Live from Hollywood, it's Wednesdays with Toiley.
Okay, I guess that's pretty good. The show's starting! Woo!
With Toiley's special guest, award-winning songwriter Carla Ulbrick. Plus a visit with John B. deHaas. And now your host of Wednesdays with Toiley, Toiley T. Paper.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be back on Wednesdays with Toiley. My name is Toiley T. Paper, and I'm so excited to be back. And ladies and gentlemen, what would Wednesdays with Toiley be without my musical director? Here he is, John B. deHaas.
Hi,
John B. deHaas, welcome to season 2 of Wednesdays with Toiley. Are you excited, John?
I'm so excited. I can't believe we got renewed for a second season already.
I know. There was
Amazing.
a long negotiation period, but we did it. We got renewed.
Awesome. Yeah.
Now, John, what are your dreams and hopes for season 2 of Wednesdays with Toiley?
Wow. I have a couple of them. Awesome guests.
Done, we got that.
You do that all the time anyway.
Yeah.
More viewers.
Done, we're going to make that happen. Done.
Yeah. And, well, since we're doing all that, how about some more money?
How dare you? How dare you, John? Listen, when I get money, you'll get money. That's the way it works.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah. Now, John, we haven't seen each other in a long time. How has quarantine been for you?
It's just been delightful. What can I say?
Just delightful.
I'm lying.
You're lying. Oh, I was going to say, what have you created during quarantine?
Well, I've been working on my master's degree. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. But I'm actually...
Trust me, you never shut up about it.
I'm in the middle of my final class right now. It's my final project.
You're going to graduate.
I'm going to graduate. I'm going to graduate in March. And I'm actually hoping that I can actually walk in June in the actual ceremony in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, that's amazing, John. Now,
yeah.
I'm looking around here. I don't seem to see my invitation to the graduation.
I haven't sent them out yet. I've not sent them out yet.
Oh, okay.
There's a big stack, but it hasn't gone out. But anyways, you said what was I creating? Is that what you were asking earlier?
Yeah.
I've been working on my final project is an original musical screenplay.
Wow.
For a project, a film that I'm writing, hoping, well, with your connections, hopefully I'll just send it to you. You can just pass it on to your agent and then done. Right?
What part in it did you write for me? What was my role?
There's so many roles that you could be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know how to narrow down. There's so many, They're all good roles.
Do I need to? I can audition right now. Here we go.
Okay.
I don't deal in what ifs.
Yeah, it's not that kind of a movie. It's more like a musical set in 1983 with high school kids going to prom.
Okay. I got that. Hold on.
Yeah, okay. Give some direction. Yeah.
I don't deal in what ifs, baby. Okay. Radical dudes. There you go.
Okay. We'll call, that's awesome. Great. I'll keep you. I will definitely call you.
I can't wait. Yeah. I'm super excited. Well, that's great, John. And you're going to be like everybody else here in Los Angeles. You'll have a screenplay in your drawer that you talk about. Like, yeah, I wrote a screenplay once.
Or I'll carry it in my messenger bag.
Right.
Going
exactly.
From Starbucks to Starbucks and just kind of, sit there sipping. I see some, producer like, ooh, he'll want a copy of this, and then I'll just plop it down.
Oh, I dropped my manuscript next to your coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Love it. And well, that is fantastic, John. I'm super excited to read it. I know that I get to be one of the beta readers, and I will be fair with my notes, and I will decide which part is for me. I'll decide.
I like that. That's a good idea. Yeah, do it that way. Uh-huh.
Now, John, can you favor us with a little bit of music?
Well, I heard about this new song called Driver's License.
Driver's License! Oh my God, it's the most popular song in the world.
I know, it's huge, and I listened to it.
Yeah.
I listened to 10 seconds of it.
Yeah.
And I realized it's 2 notes.
Let's hear it.
Driver's license. I want my driver's license, and I'm gonna drive my car. Drive it just for like the next 20 minutes or so. I assume that's how it goes. I heard the first.
Yeah, she's driving around the suburbs. Her boyfriend broke up with her.
He broke up with me. It's probably my fault, or maybe it's not. Driver's license, something like that, right? Is that close?
License and registration, please. Please step out of the car.
Remember that horrible song, Friday?
Yes.
Like about 10 years ago? Yeah, remember that kind of a viral video of like...
No, well, this girl, I think she's a Disney star, like one of those Disney, Disney Channel stars.
Well, I've never heard of her, but of course she's never heard of me. Until now. Well,
John, I just want to thank you for being on the show. It has been a great pleasure having you back, and I can't wait for season 2, buddy.
Season 2, yes.
All right, bye, John. Take it easy.
Bye, buddy.
All right, there's John B. deHaas. Now, Galpin, who is our guest for this first episode of season 2?
Toiley, tonight's special guest is award-winning singer-songwriter Carla Ulbrick.
Carla Ulbrick, welcome to the show!
Hi, Toiley!
Oh, it's so good to see you. I hope you are doing well. I was thinking that the last time we saw each other was at an airport in Minnesota, I think. And you, like me, is someone who does a lot of traveling, before the pandemic. Do you miss traveling at all, or are you kind of glad for a break?
I don't mind being home a lot, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you?
I kind of miss it. I like getting out, and sometimes being stuck with the people around here. I would prefer to be somewhere else.
Well, my dog likes it. I'm home all the time. That's for sure.
Yeah. Now your dog's name is Avalanche. How did you come up with that name for that dog?
I took one look at her and I'm like, what a little snowball. And then I'm like, I can't name my dog Snowball. Everybody names their dog Snowball. And anyway, her personality is too big to just be a little snowball. So, yeah, she's an avalanche.
So it's Avalanche it is.
It sounds French, doesn't it?
It does. Avalanche. Avalanche. Come here, Avalanche, little Avalanche.
We call her Lanche.
Lanche. Now she's Southern. I do declare, I'm Lanche.
Lanche, she's the 5th Golden Girl.
Exactly. Now, during this pandemic, Carla, you have adjusted to online streaming shows, and you do a live stream just about every Friday night.
I do. It's really fun. Yeah.
And what do you like about live streaming as opposed to performing live in front of an audience?
Well, in a way, it's more interactive. And in a way, it's not. Like, I can't hear people or see people because I just do it. I don't use Zoom for the live streams. I use so that I can't see or hear the audience, but there's a lot of chat, right? A lot of live chat, and I can see all the comments and everything while I'm going. And we do an interactive Mad Lib, and I always have a poll question every week, and do dad jokes, and people type dad jokes into the comments. So. And then I get to see everything later. If I missed anything, I can go back and see anything that people entered into the chat that I missed, because sometimes it comes in really fast. And so in a way, like people who would be too shy to sort of gently heckle me or whatever, they could be more interactive than they would. The shy people can be more interactive online than they would be in a live concert. So it's kind of fun. And then there's the whole not traveling thing. I do miss hearing laughter. That's the one thing that's, downside. But every now and then I do a Zoom show as a guest on someone else's show, and then you get to hear people laughing, and it's really fun.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know what I was going to say is during this pandemic, you have been, pretty prolific. You have written a lot, a couple songs about the pandemic. And one of your songs was, I think, number 8 on Dr. Demento's Funny 5 for the end of the year last year.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Wow, you really did your homework, Toiley.
Oh, what do you think I do? Sit around here all day? Of course I do my homework.
Yeah, that was Put on a Mask, which is a parody
On a
of
Mask.
Monster Mash. Put on a mask. Why don't you
I love
want a mask?
So so this really hasn't slowed you down at all. This has made you, just even more productive.
It really has. I kind of thrive under stress. I developed these coping mechanisms about in 2002, 2003. I had a stroke and congestive heart failure and all this stuff. Not to bring you down or anything, but the way I dealt with being trapped in the bedroom all the time is writing songs. And since I couldn't play the guitar, I wrote a lot of parodies, and I just, had songs in my head, and I would just take a perfectly good song and rewrite the lyrics into something twisted. You did one of my songs, Toiley. You did On the Commode Again. I wrote
That's
that
right.
during that time. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, you have a good sense of potty humor, which, me as a roll of toilet paper has innate inside me. So that's why I think we get along so well.
We like this.
Like this, like a plunger and toilet. Anyway, you are one of the best guitar players I know. How long have you been playing guitar?
Oh, you need to get out more. I started playing when I tried to start playing when I was 4, but I couldn't find any teachers who knew that. So I really started playing when I was 8.
Really? Okay. And you've been playing ever since?
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Well, you are. I love listening to you play. And did you always write funny songs?
No, my first set of songs were what we call os. And
Os?
we get that's os, as in os, and moros.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Depressing. But what I would do is I would sit there and sing these depressing songs, and then in between songs I would tell funny stories. And one of my friends was finally like, why don't you turn one of those stories into a song? And it just never occurred to me. And then as soon as I did that, that was off and running. That's all I did was the funny songs.
Never looked back. Never looked back. One of your albums, Live from Outer Space, just won an award for Best Comedy Album.
I did. The Just Plain Folks Awards. They had 17,000 submissions in 65 or 70 genres. And yeah, I couldn't believe it. That album is from 2009. So the awards process was a bit slow because it's a grassroots organization. I think I submitted it about 4 or 5 years ago, and it took them several years to weed through that many submissions. But yeah, it was number one. It was the winner of the Best Novelty/Comedy Album.
Wow,
yeah,
congratulations.
Really Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's got Duet with a Klingon, and the other song that gets played off of that all the time is If I Had the Copyright, which is the F Word song.
Right. Well, I love all your music, and it's well deserved. I mean, you are so funny, and you're one of my favorite performers. During this, now you talk about playing guitar, and I know you also teach guitar. Have you been teaching guitar during the pandemic?
I have more than ever, actually. That's what I've been doing at home. Here is writing songs, live streaming, and teaching guitar, and some of it on Zoom. Yeah.
Oh,
lots of.
What is it like? You're someone now getting very well versed in Zoom. What is having these meetings and teaching lessons on Zoom? What is that like?
I can't always tell what people are doing because sometimes they turn off their camera. I know. Sometimes they turn off their camera, and I'm like, and there's silence. I'm like, are you still there? Are you paying attention? So. But on the other hand, like the people who are really focused, they're getting more of a lesson because there's no time of them coming up the stairs, taking off their jacket, they're usually just ready to go. So they're actually getting more guitar lesson. But occasionally it's just hard to get connected or they lose the link. And they get Zoom fatigue, especially when I've got a kid who's been on Zoom all day long for school, and then now they have a Zoom guitar lesson, and
Right.
so it's a little too much Zoom.
Well, but I heard that I have a feeling that Zoom might have inspired a little song of yours.
It did. Would you like to
Can
hear
we hear it? I would love to hear it.
Okay, here we go. Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Video conferencing all day long. Everybody's on Zoom. Hi, is this on? Can you hear me? You think you could turn off the TV? Maybe turn down your speakers? Feeding back. Hello, what? Are you talking to me? Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. I didn't say everyone knew how to use it. Just that everybody's on Zoom. Work meetings, book clubs, 12-step groups, using virtual calls to resume. What really is needed most right now are some meetings on how to use Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Video conferencing all day long. Everybody's on Zoom. Okay, then things got kind of weird and people started crashing other people's Zoom meetings. You remember that last year when that was happening a lot? And so we had to start having passwords and all this security. Yeah. The perverts started crashing the meetings and flashing their junk. That's just sick. Of course, when you invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry, don't be surprised when you get Tom's, Harry. Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Fish gotta swim. Flashers gotta flash. Everybody's on Zoom.
Yeah, it's excellent. It's not fair that flashers, nobody's out and about. They got to ply their trade somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Where do you go when you want to flash? And how do you panhandle online? I mean, like, what's happening in New York City with flashers, panhandles, muggers? How do you mug somebody over the Zoom? I don't know.
I feel bad for exotic dancers. Where do they get to, how do you give a lap dance over Zoom? I don't want to know. I'm not asking you as if you know. I'm asking rhetorically. Anyway.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Carla, you're just a great friend, and it was a pleasure having you on the show. If people want to go check out all your stuff, where can they go?
CarlaU.com.
Oh, there it is, right there. Yeah, CarlaU.com.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Carla, it was just an absolute pleasure, and I hope that very soon we run into each other again at an airport, because
that would be awesome.
That means things are back to normal.
As normal as they get for folks like you and me.
Exactly.
All
right.
Normal, not too normal.
Not too normal. That's right. We are the ones that keep it abnormal, right? You and me. That's right. All right. Thanks, Carla. I will see you later.
Yay, Toiley. It was fun to hang out with you. You were the best.
Thank you, John, and again, a big thank you to our special guest, Carla Ulbrick. Well, that's going to wrap it up for episode 1 of season 2 of Wednesdays with Toiley. Thank you so much for tuning in. Galpin, get us out of here, because I gotta go!
You've been watching Wednesdays with Toiley, starring Toiley T. Paper, with musical director John B. deHaas and special guest Carla Ulbrick. For Wednesdays with Toiley, this is your announcer, Galpin Ford, saying good night. Galpin Ford's wardrobe provided by Sims of North Hollywood.